So Anastasia had a question about the bees. So there's a big conversation in social media that the bees are dying. So is that a concern? And secondly, are bees medicine for us, and in what way?
Yes. Some bees are indeed dying due to, we can call it, negligence. Yes.
Good word.
Some are indeed transferring. They are already transferred to another dimensions. Yes, they can do that. Some decided to stick with us for a little longer, just like dolphins. But it's all so harmful for them that they are kind of sacrificing themselves, but also in some way they are showing to us what is happening here on Earth. By, let's say, playing dead, you can see what's happening with the Earth, what's happening with the environment. Bees, as other animals and other plants, can heal. Yes. The bees are much more beneficial because they've been ages, they've been since the creation. These are the most beautiful beings. They are part animals, part insect, and part of other ET beings. So they hold all these frequencies and energies in them.
Wow.
They do heal. They have many, many benefits. Honey, combs, everything that you can see and consider as a bee, it can heal in any way that you can think. Any ailment that you can create here on Earth can be healed by bees. Just being around them also can heal you.
What about the stinging therapy?
Yes, it is beneficial, but also keep in mind that bees are dying and they are sacrificing themselves for you. There are other ways that you can extract this healing. We can call it a healing nectar. There is a substance that they create, that they feed a small babies, a larva, you call it. It's also called bee, a mother milk, a bee's milk that you can use, but it needs to be processed in special ways. It cannot be contaminated with other chemicals. It will die immediately. All those nutrients will die and disappear immediately. It is kind of hard and not easy process to do it, but experienced beekeepers around the Earth planet already doing it. They know this secret.
What can this bee's mother's milk help heal?
All ailments that you are created here on Earth. Everything that you can think of. Going from your top of the head down to your toes, to your feet. Everything that you have. Everything. It is beneficial to heal eczema. Just putting it on the scratching eczema spots, it will be healed. Also taking it under the tongue and keeping it for a couple of seconds to just let it be there and just let it disappear under the tongue inside your system will also heal it with good intentions, of course.
This is incredible.
Anastasia knows some of the processes. She has connection with bumblebees, family from ET, star called Galactron Zone, and yes, I feel like they are sending some information, or maybe they're just sending this diffracting information. It's a lot of information. I feel it. They are giving me all this information that I have to just maybe transfer it later.
Okay, sure.
For you, it's really intense right now. Yes, and they are saying that it is another confirmation for you, because I have strong connection to be like family from. It's called this planet called Galatrozonix. It's X at the end.
Mm.
Yes, and I've been there actually. So they also saying that's why you know a lot about bees, and that's why I'm also interested in the bees, especially lately. So it's all connected.
What is the name of Anastasia's blue planet, where she spent many lives?
You call it Arcturus, but it's not the Arcturus. It is in the constellation and the system of Arcturus. We don't have planet names as you used to give names to everything you see. You just have to name it. She is from what she is thinking of, from which planet she is. She is right, she is correct. She has strong connection to Arcturians, you call them. But she came from a higher mind, a source, before she incarnated, before she came as a baby soul to Arcturus. She was much more bigger. She was this wholeness, a bigger light, a bigger mind.
And where that original mind, the bigger one, where can we say that was from?
It's a source, it's a light, big light. They're taking me now, but they're not taking me, they're just showing it to me. They're saying we cannot take you there yet. It's just a light. It's light. It's everything.
Can we ask that more of the energies of her expansive self calibrate into her being here now?
Yes.
To help her fulfill her purpose here?
Yes, she is doing already her purpose.
Yes.
Much more, yes.
And what about the ringing that she has? What else can she do to help with that?
Yes, the ringing is really annoying to her at this time. We understand this. We are doing everything. It will go away. Just tell her also that it will go away. She is afraid of staying with it forever, which is not true. It's also part of the agreement that she signed up for. It is to keep her on track until she gets there. She is one step closer. And 2 more steps to go.
2 more steps to go.
It's a puzzle.
You know how we like defined parameters, and we like our numbers.
We do.
Okay, very good. And I have a personal question. I have a curiosity about my dog Sophie. Do you mind if I ask questions about her?
We don't mind at all.
So,
we know her already.
Well, tell me about her, because I'm very curious about...
What would you like to know?
Well, many things. Okay, so I'll start where she is right now. And she has, physically, she's been diagnosed with congestive heart failure. And she has a skin problem right now that seems to bother her, although right now she's resting beautifully. And so I'm curious about why she is having that kind of a physical experience right now. What's the purpose of that for her?
Have you maybe thought about this? That she is a mirror of you? She might even taking those ailments on herself from you, keeping you safe, giving you opportunity to do your work, to do your job here.
I have considered that. So what can we do to heal that?
She doesn't mind, she says. She doesn't mind. And she said that she will continue taking all ailments on herself because it doesn't bother her at all. She's really happy puppy, we can call her. Yes, she has really strong energies. Those energies are connected to other beings. Sophie was sent to you as you call it animal totems, but she is more like a live animal totem for you in a shamanic way. You are on your shamanic journey right now, and she is helping you. She is giving you this opportunity to grow, to help others. She is taking all the negative frequencies on herself, and that's her job, that's her work, and she is fulfilled, she is happy, and there is nothing much you can actually do just to keep her comfortable, just to acknowledge her work, just to say thank you, just to be respectful to her, and just be grateful, and just say thank you for all work that you are doing for me, Sophie. And she is much more, we call it, she is fulfilled. She has done a great job. She is complete.
After Anastasia, in my first session, I thought she was going to leave the body. It seemed as though everything was shutting down. And
she was, and we felt it. We also gave a timeline. It was either September and October, but we also mentioned it, if you remember, that she will decide for herself, and she is still deciding to stick around you or to leave. She is in full control of leaving or staying. As it is at this moment, right now, she is also decided to stick a little bit around. just to be here. We also sensed that she was kinda hesitant leaving you alone at this moment, at this time. Perhaps, maybe something is happening in your life that your self is kinda clinging to Sophie, and she can feel it energetically, and she is being more as a protector. Maybe she wants to stay with you. She doesn't want to leave you until she will feel your energies are much stronger. Yes, and she is going in and out. She is going in and out.
Why did she visit Anastasia before her first session?
So bring you all together.
Oh, that's right. I remember.
Because Anastasia is really stubborn. She won't believe anything until it really hits her heart. So we were showing this little puppy, a Sophie, to her. And once when she walked into your office, once she saw Sophie, everything fell in place for her. Now she knows that everything is true, and she has to believe herself that she is capable of everything.
I guess I was asking the question from a function point of view, a purpose. So Sophie's purpose can be as a joiner, as a connector.
She is, yes. Yeah. She is also as a beacon. She is light that people will see, and she will just bring people. It's a funny thing, but we can call it that she is a human being, and all those are puppies that she will bring them on a leash, just like she brought Anastasia on a leash to you.
I have a particular incident in my mind, actually 2 incidents, where my intuition tells me that she stopped me from going to these places, but I don't know if it's true or not. And the first time was to a retreat, a meditation retreat, and the second time was an overseas trip. In a way, I joke about it, that she stopped me from going, but I'm wondering what the truth is around that.
Yes. As we already told you, she is your protector. She is your animal totem. She knows, she feels it's all part of your program also. She came for a reason. She's just little puppet. There is also a higher aspect or higher self that is behind her, playing her as a puppet, who are watching over you. It's your family. It's your family, it's your soul family, who gave you Sophie physically, on a physical plane, because you're much more needed it. She is there as a protector, and you sometimes feel your energies are merging. You can feel her energies, and she can feel your energies. When it was not the appropriate time for you to go, she sensed it, and of course she stopped it.
I was thinking it was more for her, because at the first time she was in some pain, and so I thought she stopped that so I would stay for her.
Yes, she clinged herself to you, so you would stay. Yes, and in some of kind of way with her going in and out of, we can call it body, or just giving you false sense of being or dying or leaving you. It is also some kind of a grounding for you, to keep you in place, to stay here at this moment.